So how are you doing? So in today's video I'm going to tell you my experience of nanny jobs in Arab country versus in Turkey. So stay tuned until the end of the video because you're gonna be knowing everything about jobs in Turkey as a nanny compared to jobs in Arab countries as a nanny or a babysitter or a housemaid, whichever name you want to use. I prefer using nanny because it sounds good for me. So let's dive into the video and welcome to my channel if you're new to my channel. First thing, I want to compare the salary between Arab countries and the salary between Arab countries and Turkey. You find that in Turkey right now the situation in Turkey is not that good. The dollar has gone down, like the Turkish lira has lost value over the dollar and the euro, and you find that it's not that much, but previously it was a little better than right now. So I'm comparing right now, and I have noticed that in Arab countries, some of the countries in Arab countries, let's say Dubai, Qatar, and also Oman, their salaries, the highest paying person or the highest nanny who has a higher salary can be paid, let's say in Dubai, from something between 4,000 to 3,000. That is the highest, and the lowest is actually 1,000 to 2,000. So if I have to compare these salaries and compare to Turkey right now, you'll find that the salary in Arab countries is more higher than in Turkey right now because of the dollar and the currency inflation. So in some of the Arab countries, the salary of a nanny is higher compared to Turkey, and it is just something that I have noticed right now. For instance, in Qatar, if you're working as a nanny or a housemaid, what happened is that maybe the best or the highest person who is being paid there, let's say for instance 2,500. If I have to compare, or if I have to calculate that salary, 2,500 in dollars, let me just do a quick math here. You find that that is around 686 dollars, and then you find that in Turkey the salary, the highest person is paid, let's say average person is paid around 3,000 to 4,000. That is the average person of the job of a nanny, and the highest one is paid around 5,000 to 6,000 Turkish lira. If I have to compare the two, you find that the 3,000 Turkish lira, it is equivalent to $248, which is so little. Okay, it's not that little, but I think it is not good as a person. And the higher person in dollars, maybe right now it is around $364. So you can notice that there is a change in dollar or in the currency right now in Turkey compared to Arab countries. So that is number one, the versus between the two countries, or between Arab and Turkey. Now, point number two, most countries, or both countries, or both, in both countries you'll find that most of them, they are Muslims. You find that in Arab country there are Muslim, and in Turkey also majority of them, they are Muslim. But you find that in Arab countries we have more Muslim, and those people are into, let me say, into Muslimic, not Muslimic. I'll say that they are into deep Muslim culture compared to Turkey. You find that majority of Turkish people, yes, they are Muslim, but they are not into that stuff of wearing the white or the black abayas, covering themselves like the Arabs do. So if you are a nanny and you are coming to work in Turkey, just know that you will be surprised that the Muslims don't do the way actually Arabs are doing there. So it is something that I have noticed. Now in Turkey, most employers, if you're working as a nanny, a babysitter, you will be given a day off. You maybe according to your employer's schedule, you will have your own day off whereby you can rest, you can actually do your own stuff. In Arab countries, let me just say, most of them, they don't give maids, especially housemaids, they don't give them off day. And if you happen to have an off day, it is between limitation, like you have certain hours that you can use and not other hours. So I have seen that in Arab country there is this restriction of maids are not supposed to go outside, are not supposed to go outside alone. They have to go with someone. They have to be monitored. But in Turkey, they take you as a mature person. So whenever you have your off day, you are free to do what you want. You are free to go where you want. And even if your employer is a good person, of course Turkish people are good person, you can arrange with the employer. For example, if you don't want to go per week, you can take 4 days in a month, a day off, just to cover. You can work the rest of the days of the rest of the off days, and then take at the end of the month take your 4-day leave. And they agree. They are good people, and I think compared to Arab countries, there's no much restriction, or that freedom is more here than in Arab countries. So Arab countries, I have noticed, let's just say they don't value a person. Of course, employers are different, people are different. We have different people in different personality and characters. But most countries in Arab, those people take, especially we Africans, whenever we go there to work, they take us like we are nobodies, like we are poor, like we came from poor countries, like we are needy, like we are not people. And you'll find that the way they treat their housemaid compared to Turkey is so much different. And you find that even the kids, the Arab kids, are very disrespectful. And I'm not saying all of them, but most of them, they are very disrespectful. They will call you names. Even the employer will call you names. They will call you kandama and so many funny names. But here in Turkey, when you work as a nanny, they respect you. In fact, most of them, they won't call you by your name. You find that if you are a girl, they will call you Habla, Hala. Hala means auntie, Habla means sister. So in most of them, they have that respect thing. And even the bosses themselves won't disrespect you the way Arab countries people, they do. Another thing that I was telling you, it is about work hours. You find that in Turkey, I have seen most of the nannies that who work here, they work per hours. Like when it is your day off, it is your day off. When you are coming to work as a nanny and you have a contract, or you have agreed with your employer to work as a live-in or a live-out nanny. Remember, we have live-in and live-out nannies. The ones who are living inside your house with an off day, they are called live-in nannies. But the ones who normally come per day and go to their apartments, these ones we call them live-out nannies. So in Turkey, I have seen in most cases we have live-out nannies. Compared to Arab countries, we have restrictions, even though we have such kind of nannies. But in most cases, especially if you are coming from Africa, they're gonna tell you to stay inside their home throughout. And if you came with an agency and you are working per hour, you find that that work is not fixed. They extend your time. You will work and work and work, and they won't give you money, or they won't give you extra money for the overtime that you have been working. So I find that thing extremely annoying in Arab countries compared to these other countries, or maybe compared to Turkey. So that's something that I've noticed here. The thing that is common in Arab countries is that when you work as a nanny or a housemaid, in most cases the families are big. They are extended families. You find that this person has first wife, maybe second wife, maybe even third wife, and these families are so big. And you will find that whenever they get a chance, you find that if you are a nanny, you are working for the first family, go to the next family and the third family, or their villa or their apartments. The way their houses are set up, they are set up in a way that they are so big. Their villas, they are so big, and it's just one or maybe two people working there as nannies, and it's so difficult for a person to work in such a home. But in Turkey, even though we have apartments, we have villas, we have families that are well up and so rich, you find that the work, if you have been given, your work is just to take care of the kids, and also we have another person who is taking care of food, or maybe another person there. It's termed like it is a way of coordinating. It's not like you will be the one doing all the work throughout. And also, if in Turkey you find that the housewife can really help you in terms of cooking their food, Turkish food, showing you what to do. But in Arab countries, if you are maid, you must know all these things, and there's no way the housewife will help you doing such kind of jobs. If it is cooking, you have to cook, you have to take care of the child, you have to do all this stuff. So it is something interesting that I have noticed in these homes. Well, I have to say, in both countries I've seen their English is not in that good level. I have to say majority of Turkish don't know English, and so you'll have a problem when you are coming as a nanny for the first time, knowing Turkish, little Turkish. You can have trouble, or you can have some trouble understanding what they are saying. So you might find most of the time you are using your phone, you are actually using translator. And also in Arab countries, most Arabs don't know English, but they are trying. Like, they will speak 1, 2, 3 words you will understand, but even them, their language, their communication language in terms of English is not that good. So you have to master, or you have to learn some of the words in their language. If it is Arabic, you have to master Arabic. If it is Turkish, you have to understand some little Turkish. Now, another factor I've seen or I have noticed it is that in most cases in Turkey, when you come to work, you must have a work permit. And if your employer doesn't give you a work permit, that will be a problem to him. In most cases, what I've seen in Arab countries, you are sponsored by your employer. And even though we have those one who are just living there and they have everything, but in Turkey, you must have a work permit, and you have to renew it. If you are staying by yourself or you are staying somewhere, you have to renew it every year per year. So that in Turkey you can switch jobs, you can have nanny jobs, you can do another babysitting jobs from one employer to another employer, depending on the work schedule you have with the first person that you are going to work with. But in Arab countries, it is so limited. Unless you have connection or unless your agency is that good, you cannot switch jobs from one job to another. Even though right now I know the rules have changed, you can switch jobs regardless, but initially you could not. But even though you can switch jobs in Arab countries, getting a job, let's say if you are nanny or housemaid, getting a nice jobs like teaching English can be really tough, can be really actually hard. So you just have to adjust between higher. Last but not least, in Turkey you have the freedom to have connection, to have friends, to do your stuff, to make friends, and even study, and even make friends, and eventually lead to marriage. Or you can get married in Turkey if you want. If you see a good Turkish man, or even not a Turkish man, you can get married here in Turkey. In Arab countries, yes, you can, but if they know that you are dating someone, they're gonna make problem for you, they're gonna threaten to deport you. And even some Arab countries have treated our African girls so badly whenever they realize that this girl has a friendship with so and so. So it is so much tough in Arab country compared to Turkey or other countries that I have seen. And I'm not discouraging anyone who is in Arab countries, but I just wanted to make this video to give someone an overview, especially those who want to come to Turkey to work as a nanny or housemaid or babysitting jobs. So for now, I think you have heard from me. Until next time, I wish you all the best. Bye bye. See you.